guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we made it inside Sin, and we ran into way too many battles, so I put on Encounter None. For kind of the main reason that I want to do that is I want to explain about what Yevon is doing within Sin. Now, we've kind of talked about it, you know, they're summoning the Dream of the Faith. Well, basically what that means is we heard from Macon that Yevon was the leader of Zanarkand during the Bavel-Zanarkand War. And what he did was, after it was found out that they were going to lose, he decided, and I guess the rest of them decided, or he was evil and he decided to do it for them, to turn the populace into faith. Now, those faith are the ones that we saw up at Gagazet there. All of those faith. And if you remember when we were up there, someone was using all those faith. Well, the only one powerful enough to use all those faith to summon something is Yevon himself, who was both the leader of Zanarkand and a great summoner. So what he's doing is he's using the faith to summon Dream Zanarkand. Now, I was rereading to try and remember where it was, but Dream Zanarkand is off the coasts of... I'm going to go this way. It's off the coast of the Baj Temple, which is why that's where Titus woke up when he, first came to be in Spira as opposed to being in Dream Zanarkand. Now, some say that the people of Dream Zanarkand are recreations of people from, when Zanarkand was actually alive. I don't think there's any more items over here. And some say that basically the dreams of the people who live there, they created the buildings and the people and all that. Well, they wanted the civilization to continue. So basically all of these people that live in Dream Zanarkand now are just new people. People that weren't there before. Now, there's one more treasure chest around here. Where is it? Okay, never mind. I was misreading the map. That's all. Okay, so a few more notes on that whole thing. The original Sin's armor was actually just created by the Fireflies as all of the people died from the war or from everything. So that's the first Sin was made out of that. It wasn't an Aeon. It was only afterward that it became, the final summoning was created. And the reason why Yunalesca knew that that would work is, according to the wiki anyway, Yevon told her about that. No, if you remember correctly, Yevon was her father, and told her about this before he died, or before he, started summoning to create all this crap. And so the idea was, I think Macon said this, but she would kill Sin, and in doing so, she would be able to redeem her father's honor, something like that. So yeah, we did that. First, it was created by Fireflies, yes, Sin's armor, and it was designed, he gave it two kind of goals, both of which were designed to prevent anyone from being able to develop society enough to be able to kill Sin, so that he wouldn't have to worry about not being able to summon Dream Zanarkand, because that's basically all he does. He's an immortal who continuously summons Dream Zanarkand, which is the idealized version of Zanarkand, which may or may not be true to what it actually was. It's basically everyone's hopes and dreams, what they want it to be. And it just keeps kind of living on. It's literally there on Spira. But he gave it two goals: to destroy cities where there were lots of Machina, so it started with Zanarkand and Bavel, and the other one was to destroy large populations, which is why no city in Spira, thinking back to the beginning of the game, gets big enough, really. So anyway, there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to note there. Now, let's make a few adjustments. Hopefully you haven't been selling too many things. We want that. And let's see. We got a Phantom Ring here in this area, but we also got one in the Omega Ruins there. So regardless of whether you did the treasure chest quest that I did, you should still have one by now. I think they're exactly the same. Oh no, this one's got water. I want to put that one on because I think I have some water gems to throw on there. Let's see, is that the new one? Okay, there it is. And I want to... Why don't I... Can't I put water heater on? Do I need more gems than that? No. I didn't think I needed that many. I actually have enough ice gems to do that, so we'll use the other armor then. I didn't think I had that many ice gems, so I wasn't going to do that. Basically, you just want some elemental protection, so I'll throw that on there, and should be one that I have around here that will be useful for... Where are you? The Victorious! We need waterproof, which I can't throw on there. Oh well, we'll call that good enough. I just want to get at least 3 party members that can reduce elemental damage before moving forward. So those 3 are good. We have my 2 mages and Riku, which should be more than enough to take care of things here. Let's change our formation, bring in Kamari there. That should be pretty much good enough. Let's save. And then we can move on. Oh, it's you. I wonder why I wanted elemental protection. And his distorted crystal theme plays. Gotta love that.
Don't you ever give up?
No.
Sin has chosen me.
No, he killed you.
I am part of Sin. I am one with Sin forever.
Nah, I'm gonna kill both you guys.
Immortal. Sin just absorbed you. I will learn to control it from within. I have all the time in the world. Since you were gracious enough to dispose of Unaleska, the only means of destroying Sin is forever gone. Now nothing can stop us. Well, we can. By all means, try.
I give Seymour's voice actor
You should thank me. Your death means your father's life.
all the credit in the world for putting on a great, crazy performance. Now, the way this works is all those things spin around, and if the elements are facing toward him, that's the spell he uses and the one he absorbs. But he'll be weak to the opposite element. Now, if you target them, you can spin them around, but I would recommend against that. It makes it more difficult, in my opinion. You could use elemental strike weapons if you want. I'm not even going to put on my my strong weapons. It really doesn't matter. Let's see. Let's throw up Hastiga right off the bat. He's got 80,000 HP, immune to Demi, immune to stuff. It doesn't really matter. This guy is, at this point, you know, we've already taken on his more difficult forms, which are the second and third ones. But he's really about as, you know, challenging and, you know, puts that much fear in us as much as, you know, Team Rocket would. He's really not that difficult, especially now that we have all of these abilities. He has a lot of physical defense, so that's not the best way to deal with him. You do want to deal with him with, let's see, with magic there. But once you get break on him, you can deal more damage as well, so that's fine. There we go. A couple of hits there. Yeah, he will start to cast spells, and his spells do quite a bit of damage. He will, on each of his turns, he gets a total of 4 attacks in. Hopefully he doesn't target Titus again, because that might end up in him dead, and I don't want that. Not Titus, not Titus. Damn it. Okay, fine. I'm going to use an item as opposed to the spell because it's got lower recovery time. And then I'm going to throw Kiraga on him so that he doesn't die again. Now, hopefully, targets her a little more often. I want to get my other characters in. I just needed a little more time. Now, don't target him a second time. Or him a second time. I'm in trouble no matter what happens, aren't I? Game, you're really starting to piss me off here. Alright, so we'll bring in Lulu, even though I don't really want to at this point. But, do that. Revive Orin there. And use, can I throw haste on him to get him to get a turn? No. So I'm gonna have to heal him instead. Okay. Unfortunately, if he starts getting too many turns in because I didn't get haste off fast enough, it can be real tedious. We just need to take enough hits between the two mages who absorb it so that I can get Ornn out of the party so that I can get somebody else in the party. I just want to get all my characters in here. Can I get a turn, please? Yeah, he gets a lot of turns. It's actually kind of irritating. Let's see here. When he is, he'll be weak to Blizzaga, so I'm just going to throw one at him because I don't want to kill him yet, and I easily could, but yeah, he's weak to that at this point. Let's see. Special, use. Where's all my hasting things? Chocobo Wing. Let's get Ornn out of here. Waka already did something, I think. Mari did something. Let's bring in Riku. Try and steal again. Get nothing. And we'll throw... Nope, not steal. Throw haste on Riku as well. He's immune to slow, so don't worry about that. He's also immune to provoke, so you can't use that strategy anymore. If he's been in the battle too long, he will rotate his things and he'll say some stuff.
In eternal darkness.
He can also cast Dispel. And when he does this, his physical defense drops from, I think, 180 to 100. And then his next move he'll do is cast Ultima. And when he does that, it should do about 4,000 damage. It's special. It's slightly different from our Ultima. And so it won't be diminished by Shell. So once he casts it, his physical defense goes from 100 back up, but not to 180, to 150 for some reason. I don't know how anyone figured this out, but they did, so sure, why not? Let's see. Nope. Stop that. I want to get haste back on everybody. Game, come on. Where's my haste? I went past my haste. Where's my haste? Chocobo Wing. It's on the wrong side. That's why I used up all my Chocobo feathers. So now it's on the wrong spot. And so we did haste there. Now, did Waka get a turn in? I'm pretty sure he got a turn in. And you still have, yeah, because I used him for that. So we'll just guard with him real quick, just in case. And so yeah, we've already got him down to half HP. You could use Riku's, one of her mixes to get Ultra Null All, which would put all the nulls on your characters. That would be helpful if you're struggling. I'm just gonna mug here. And let's see, we'll use, why is that costing MP? That would be why I put the no encounter weapon on. Let's put that on, thank you. Pull you out. Titus got a turn, Kamari got a turn, everybody got a turn. And so yeah, no, would you stop that, controller? Throw one more Blizzog at him. And then he's close enough to dead, so let's summon Anima for some additional dialogue. We're not going to see him use Ultima. Unfortunately not.
You would oppose me as well? So be it.
Even your mom's going after you. You've done something wrong, buddy. He's got 20,000 HP now. Let's send him to Oblivion. Now, in the original PS2 version, this was one hit. In this version, it is, I believe, 16 hits. It is theoretically the highest damaging attack in the entire game because it has the most hits. And I believe you can get it doing, you know, a lot of damage, even like with max stats and all that. But even now, it does more than enough damage to take this, take Seymour down in one hit. So that's, I didn't cheese through the fight because you don't really need to. The fight does pose its challenges, but if you protect against elements, you're fine. And that's all he can do, as usual. So putting Fire Eater on, because that's it'll always start with him casting fire spells. So do that and you're fine. Just have one armor with Fireproof or Fire Eater on most of your characters, or even 3 of your characters like I did there, and you shouldn't have any trouble with this guy at all. And of course, beating storyline boss, an achievement. Congratulations to me. I played the game.
Now, Yuna, send him!
Do it this time!
Right.
I'll mention this again because it's kind of dumb, but she's performing the sending. Ornn is right there! How is he not sent too? Do you have to focus on who you're sending?
So, it is you, after all, who will send me?
Of course. We're the main characters in a JRPG?
But
Of course we're going to do
after
that.
I am gone, Spira's sorrow will prevail.
For another couple hours or so until I beat the game. And then it'll be fine.
Sin will be right behind you.
Yeah, with haste off the... that wasn't a particularly good battle with Seymour, but a little bit of haste off the top and you'll be more than good to go, and you shouldn't have too many problems. As you can see, I've gained a whole whack ton extra levels. I'm not going to go beyond our own grids, with the exception of, the spheres that I was able to use before. And again, why I use the warp spheres as opposed to using all the other ones on the sphere grid there is because I have a limited number of, return and teleport spheres and all that. And I would have had to map out and plan where I was using each one to make sure I could, I didn't screw up and use too many of this one and have a whole bunch of these ones that I can't use anymore or something like that. So instead I just used the warp spheres, but I had enough spheres to make it happen. You include skill spheres and black magic, white magic, and all this other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to mention on that. There is one more spell I would like to learn, but based on what I did on the sphere grid, the one point where I went beyond my grid was with Ornn. And the thing is, the only thing he unlocked that was from another grid is the evasion there and the strength there. These 3 were all ones that I put in with strength nodes, so I think those are fair game. I cheated those 2. Boo-hoo. That doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. But anyway, there is one other spell I would like to learn, and that is Ultima. And based on... I went back and I checked the footage. Based on the abilities that I got, I need 3 more level 4 key spheres in order, if I had done it fairly, I would need 3 more in order to get Ultima. And with what I have left, based on if I had used them all, I would be just out. I just would have used the last one. So I need to get 3 more. One of them is available in here. 2 of them are not. In order to get the other 2, you're going to have to go bribe them from Chimera Brains outside in the Comlands. Should be about 196,000, I believe, and you'll get 2 of them. Save before you do this, because it might give you 1, and that's not acceptable. We need to have 2. Anyway, let's take a look here. Yuna's got that back on. We all have our capture stuff. Let's give the good armor back on here. There we are. And if you go over here, talk to this thing. 10 fiends seek eternal repose. Strange word. Basically, there are 3 doors here, one behind the next, behind the next. The first one is 10, and this is not battles. This is supposed to be individual fiends, so a battle with 3 fiends is better than a battle with 1. The second door, from my experience, I think is 15, but every guide I've seen says 10, and then the final one is 15 again. So you have to kill 35 enemies in order to unlock all the doors. That gets you your first level 4 key sphere. Now, I'm going to do this in between episodes, just capturing enemies and stuff like that. Here's a new one. I don't even have him in my notes. Not on here. He's in my notes for the Omega Ruins, I believe. Is he? Did I forget? I must have forgotten. Wraith. Yeah, he's not in my notes. This guy, do not bother bringing in extra characters. Can I kill you with... No, can't kill you with that. Can I kill you with this? He casts Doom, uses some elemental stuff. He's not really all that challenging to fight. He's got, I think, 22,222 HP, I think. Let me guess, you're immune to Demi? Probably. I missed him in my notes. He's not immune to Demi. Demi is a good idea against this guy. Let's see here. We're going to go Armor Break, which I believe he's immune to. Yes, he is. And then we'll bring in Waka. We can actually see how much HP he's got left now. Oh, he can cast Flat Out Death. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. Yuna. Life, please. Thank you. Dying in a normal battle. How pathetic. Let's bring Waka back in, because I wanted to see how much HP he had. Yeah, there you go. And he'll randomly be weak to an element in each fight, I believe, just like the ghost one that we met in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith there. Unfortunately, yeah, he's just kind of a pain. He's not all that strong. He just takes forever to kill. So I would double cast Demi at the start of the fight with Lulu and kind of work from there. But he gives crap for experience, so don't worry about trying to do anything particular to get everyone in or anything like that. It's just not worth it. Yeah, crap for experience. Go. And now I should probably heal. Lots of healing. Anyway, there are, I believe, 2 other new enemies. So let's see if we can find them around here. And then I'll do all the rest of the stuff off screen there. Okay, here's one of them. Took me a little while to find this guy, unfortunately. This guy is a right pain in the ass, and you don't want to have to deal with him. The only way to deal with him, because he's immune to both Petrify and Death, is with Silence. So we want to get somebody who can throw Silence Grenade at him, because every time you hit him, if you don't have Silence on him, he will counterattack with Pharaoh's Curse. And Pharaoh's Curse is really annoying. I think it inflicts Curse, Darkness, and a whole bunch of other status effects. It's really annoying. He also has a Breath attack that hits all party members that inflicts Petrify. He's really annoying to deal with. So do what you can. I believe we can use... Actually, I don't want to use that. You... Can I steal from you? Petrify Grenades. Go figure. And let's throw in Yuna here so that we can use Full Break on him for 1 MP. Because you'll need to in order to deal good damage to him. This will hit all party members. I confused the Basilisk's ability with this guy's earlier in the game, but this is the one where you can be fighting for a whole whack ton of time, trying to capture enemies, and then all of a sudden, you get game over. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, when you have full HP. It really sucks. Let's see, I believe you are susceptible to Demi, so we'll throw some Demi out there. I like using Demi even on a single target with the mages because they can't capture with their spells. So I'll be using Demi so that I can reduce them down so that I can capture them. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get break damage limit earlier than I normally would have. Normally I do it after I fight Sin, but I wanted to do it specifically to make capturing easier in here and to give the mages something they could equip. Okay, so I believe Riku is already in here. If not, there she is now. Bring in Waka once more. He's not gonna kill it. Okay, good. Yeah, when he's like that, all he can use is his normal attack and breath, I think. I don't think he has any other attacks. Kamari, I believe, did something, but I'll make him do something else. And bring in Titus to pick the bones. the Monolith. They appear in groups of 2 in the Omega Ruins, so I wouldn't go out of your way to capture them here. Adamantoises also, and they can drop level 3 key spheres. Adamantoise can also be encountered in the Omega Ruins, as can, let's see, one of the 2 remaining enemies that we can fight, which should show up somewhere about now, thanks to fancy editing. Okay, wow, that took a while to find. I was in relaxing mode. As you can see, I got very impatient trying to encounter him. This guy is Barbados. He's immune to Petrify and instant death, but you can use Demi on him, which is what you really want to do.
Let's end this.
His total HP is something ridiculous. It's like 90,000 or 95,000 or something like that. So Demi is most certainly the way to go. Even if you don't have break damage, you just won't deal that much damage. But yeah, he's got way too much HP. It takes forever to kill this guy. And he likes to use attacks that hit everybody. He's pretty powerful. He's one of the more annoying enemies in here to deal with. Can I steal anything useful from you? Star Curtain. No. Why did it change the camera angle? Weird. Let's bring in Yuna to also cast Demi. And double cast Demi and more Demi. As I was saying way earlier in the game, Demi is just so useful at this point in the game. It is ridiculous how good it can actually be. Let's bring in Waka here. Yeah, 95,000 HP, and we've drained a lot of it already. But yeah, he will guard against that. He also has protection against armor break, so you may you'll have to kind of check to see if it's actually been inflicted on him. He can counter. He can use those arms to guard from damage. Good, we got armor break on him. Kimahri had a turn. Lulu had a turn. Bring in Riku. Have her mug. And then Titus should be able to deliver the killing blow here. And that will leave us with one more enemy to try and take down. And that one we can encounter in the Omega Ruins as well. This guy you cannot. But I do want to show him off. Hopefully the game will be nice and will let me, though I am going to run back to the save point and heal. There we go, at long last. That one actually didn't take much longer than the previous cut, but that's very much appreciated. The Great Malbro in Omega Ruins will always ambush you, and it will always start with bad breath. So you absolutely need someone with first strike, or things end poorly. In this case, inside Sin, he does not, is not guaranteed to do that. You still want to use, no, it's a special. You still want to use Provoke on him because he's still annoying.
Over here.
And this will prevent him from using bad breath and makes the game a lot easier. Great Malbro is immune to both, so we can just go and mug him. I don't think we need to worry about too much. He's got a decent amount of HP. Let's bring in Waka to find out how much. Yeah, 64,000. That's a decent amount. Let's get Demi going. Make our lives a lot easier. If you find that you've learned how much damage you can deal with other spells that aren't Demi, and you know you're not going to kill them, then you can use those too. I just haven't been practicing all that much. I don't know how much my spells do at this point in the game. And Orin, did Orin get a hit in? If not, he's getting a hit in now. Couldn't remember if he had a turn yet. So you have to stay in here. Get an attack going and a guard. And let's see, Kimahri was in. We'll bring in Yuna. And she'll use an Al-Bhed potion. Get some healing going. Now, I guess in this case, Provoke gets him to use an attack that hits everybody, but okay, sure, why not? Oh, look at how little HP he's got left. At least Provoke's in there on him. And finish it off. Oopsie! Love how she says that. It just makes me giggle. Alright. Oh, and how did I forget Waka? I could have swore I had him do something. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much all for now. Oh, I thought I had my thing on, so... Oh, no. Let's see if I can run into... Of course, I take forever to find him, and now he shows up. I just wanted to see how many monsters I had fought. They are now freed, so we can unlock this. I don't think you have to, you know, do 10, touch it, and do, you know, another set for the next one there. So, oh, so I've already managed to kill a whole bunch of these. I'm sure there's a few left. But basically what I'll be doing in between episodes is I'll be capturing all the enemies I can around here. I had 10 more fiends, so yeah. I'll be capturing all the remaining fiends. Barbados, the Great Malbro, and Demonolith are only encounterable in here, known as the City of Dying Dreams. In the previous area where we had to fill out the map ourselves, they are not there. So I wouldn't go back to that area if you're trying to capture enemies. And don't worry about maxing out Demonoliths or Great Malbros, because we'll find those in the Omega Ruins later on anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.